Welcome to the Game Time Night channel and our beautiful midday stream where we be getting it in. Getting it in. We're just playing a little filler game right now, having a little fun with Civil War Generals 2 from 1997. Grant Lee Sherman. Beautiful old game. Everything is going beautifully. My goodness, I have to apologize for yesterday evening. What an absolute ruckus us trying to go live yesterday was. I don't understand what was happening. I'm pretty sure it was something going on with the internet. Very odd because I have beautiful connection now, hence why I'm actually doing live streams now. Very odd. Very odd what was going down yesterday. And just as I had suspected, coming back on the midday today, it's beautiful. So I'm not sure what the deal was. We tried a couple different things last night. Nothing was working. So let's get back into it. We are on the Battle of Cross Keys right now during our Civil War campaign here, playing as the Union. And my goodness, he just has... You can kind of see on the mini-map how we're deployed here. There's only 19 turns in this battle. So this battle right off the bat is not one of the bigger battles that has 40, 50, 60 turns. So this battle we need to be somewhat aggressive, but my goodness, he's already pretty well entrenched and deployed along the hillside here. So we're going to get rid of that mini-map because it's taking up too much room on the screen. And here's the Confederate forces. They're all kind of deployed up on this ridge. However, we have a substantial amount of cavalry. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... 10 artillery units of our own. So we are not without power here. We're pretty well stacked. And I think a good option would be to find some way to kind of come up along this ridge here. Like everybody just form up right here. If we could get the infantry deployed right in front of the enemy and get all of our cannons deployed on the road behind it, ooh, that might be good. And up north, just let them do whatever they want up north. Or we could just split. We could just take this army here and head towards the north. And then all these units down here, we just head here. I think that would be the more aggressive tactic. And being that we don't have much as far as turns is concerned on this battle, we might go that way. Let me do a quick sound check here before we get moving. Oh yeah, it sounds beautiful. It sounds beautiful. So yeah, that's so funny how we were experiencing major technical difficulties. Alright, so I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to take this group down here, get them deployed in battle formation on the south here, and this group up here, we'll get them up here and deployed. I hate to split my army up like that, but this battle of Cross Keys here is not giving me much of an option because there is only 19 turns. So we want to get deployed fairly quickly. So I'm going to get rid of the mini-map a little bit. It's a little bit much, the mini-map. It is kind of nice to have it, but for some reason on this mission, it's just so much bigger than it needs to be. So we're going to get deployed here.
No, sir.
As quickly as we can. Get all these units up. And we're splitting our army up here. What part are you from? Okay, yeah. Yeah, so all of these units here. So on our northern group, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 artillery. And we're going to get them all deployed. I would prefer to get them deployed on this road right here. But we'd have to knock this guy out of position. We'll have to see what he does. Either way, we can deploy the 5 artillery here. Have them, get these guys out of whack in retreat. And then we'll kind of move it down this road here. These 2 cavalry up here, I do know there's no reinforcements on this mission. It's only 19 turns. So these 2 cavalry we'll pull up here. I'm going to zoom out for just a little bit here. And these cavalry. So those cavalry I'm going to use to sweep behind this group. And down here in the south, we have a lot of cavalry here. So this southern army down here, I'm zoomed out temporarily just for placement purposes. So yeah, we're going to use the cavalry in order to get behind the units. And all of these units here, I want to get them deployed on this road. Having the artillery on the road makes a heck of a difference on this game. Because they can deploy and move much quicker than on regular terrain. So we're just going to have the artillery. It might take a few turns for this southern army to get into position here. But we will get into position nonetheless. Okay, I think I've moved everybody. Yeah, everybody's been moved. So in turn, let's see what he does. We can zoom back in for a minute. Let's see what he's up to. What is he going to do on his first turn? Start taking shots at us because he's already deployed. I figured he'd dig in. The jerk. So, my goodness, we're going to work on downloading Dark Souls 3 today, my friends. I'm thinking tonight we might start our first live stream of that game. And some of the OGs on the channel have probably been looking forward to it because you probably have joined up the channel way back when we were playing Dark Souls 1 and 2. I say way back, it was only like a year ago. Alas, the time has come, my friends, to continue our journey into the Souls universe. And it's going to be a bit of a test tonight to kind of see if everything's running smoothly, and number one, that the game runs smooth on our PC. Dark Souls 2 and 1, it runs beautifully on this PC, so I really foresee no issue with 3 running good, but we will find out this evening. So right now I'm just trying to move all of my units up. I'm kind of zoomed out because this battlefield is very spread out. Okay, these guys, we're going to start resting. these cavalry here for a minute. Okay, we need to get these guys into formation.
No, sir.
And the artillery, we're not even going to be deploying it. Or we're not going to be using them to dig in at all on this battle here. As soon as we deploy, we just start firing. Don't worry about digging in. There's not enough time. There's only a total of 19 turns. So next turn, these two will be ready to fire. Fire! And we're already getting a bit of a flank going on. So that's the plan. Get these 5 artillery here. Pull them up here to the road. My infantry here, start deploying them. And this cavalry, I'm kind of hoping to get the cavalry in the back here. I kind of need to get him off the road and get him kind of in the trees right here. Because that would be, because I'll use them to block them from the backside, essentially. If you had a lot of turns, you could actually come up here and like set your force up here on this ridge. That's so defensible up there. Those rocky formations on the map, that just adds, so you can see terrain morale boost. Okay, there's no morale boost, but prepared cover. No. Okay. Terrain height. Interesting. Natural cover, that's it. Yeah, see, natural cover. See, these have no negative effect, the rocky formation. But everywhere else, you don't have much cover, so you get like a -4 effect, -3 effect. The trees, if you're in the trees, you only get a -2 effect. But those rock formations, you get no negative effect. So it's kind of really behooves you to use trees and rocky formations. And actually, it seems like a road that goes through the woods is really good too. That's a really good defensible position. It's kind of odd. It's better than actually the woods alone. It's weird kind of how the stats work in this game. Anywho, I think we've moved all of our units this turn. I think we have. There's a couple of Confederate flags over there. Interesting. Oh, because it's behind his lines. We almost could capture those 2 Confederate flags there. You know what? There's 3 down here. That would add points. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to take this scout unit here and bring them down here to capture these flags. It just adds points when you have more flags in your favor. Okay, end turn. Let's see what he's going to do. So we are looking forward to today. We are not going to work today. So we're going to get our midday stream in. And then we will be returning this evening. Because we're going to do the midday stream. We're going to take care of some business around the house for a few hours. And then we should have a pretty good start to our evening stream. Alright, let's check the range on our cannons here. This one has the least amount of range, so bring him up here. These two have good range. So we're bringing our artillery to bear here. I'll zoom in a little bit. We don't need the zoomed out perspective at the moment. Ooh, I think I made a bit of a boo-boo there.
At ease, man.
Okay, this is good. We're about to get an encirclement on this artillery here. We'll rest these two cavalry. And these two artillery will be able to fire. All of you just hold. So we're being pretty aggressive here. We need to knock him out of position. Oh yeah. Alright, we're looking good up north. We're making excellent headway. Yeah, up north is looking very good. I think we did the right thing by splitting our army up. We can cover a lot more ground. Alright, these cavalry, I want them to swoop behind his forces and basically block his movement, while our artillery slowly trudges its way up the road here. I think we'll just have them cut across the field there. So still getting into position in the south here. But in the north, we're really about to start going on the offensive here. So let's see what he's going to do. He's probably going to start attacking us more aggressively. My goodness, last night was so brutal. Trying to do a live stream last night, that was really aggravating. It was aggravating because I pay good money to have a beautiful internet connection in my life now. And last night, it was just not cooperating. And then after I finally conceded and gave up, around 9:15, I noticed that it was like perfect connection. So something was happening during our stream time that was causing it to bug out on us. Okay, we can't get an envelopment yet. We need to knock that guy out of position. And I know it's a little bit tiny when I zoom out, but okay, these guys just have Prussian or 1842 muskets. Ooh, he's got a rebore. Okay. Let's have these guys dig in for a minute. We might need to give that have him cover the artillery. So next turn, all 5 will be ready to fire over here. We could just try to maneuver. No, I think we should envelop that artillery first and have the artillery punish his infantry and use our infantry to get his artillery, if that makes sense. I think that would be the best bet. We're working on the north. We're getting it enveloped. He's starting to bring some guys up here to help out. Too little, too late. Alright, this guy's going to capture flags. You just come over here. Alright, this cavalry back here. We're going to start resting this cavalry here. Next turn, we're going to rest all 4 of these cavalry. Oh, the artillery is so slow over here to come up. Alright, you rest. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a stalemate in the south here for the moment, because we need to have a couple turns to rest our units up before they go on the offensive, if that makes sense. Imperfection 0. Oregon Trail vibes for sure. Yeah, it definitely is an old game. But as I said, we're just using it for a filler until we start playing Dark Souls 3. Most likely this evening. So we're looking forward to that. I've been waiting to play that game for a long time. Right, let me zoom out for a minute. If I just zoom in and out, it's just so I can get a better picture of the battlefield. Because this is kind of a large battle here. Alright, capture these flags for points. Okay, artillery is starting to come up here, getting into position. And right now we're just going to rest all of these troops in the south here of Cross Keys, because they all need to take some breather before they start attacking.
At ease, man. At ease, man.
So they're starting to get pummeled a little bit.
At ease, man.
Alright, let's head up to our good front. Yeah, we're doing good up here. Alright, just envelop this guy here. Probably can't charge, but he was able to charge. Oh, there's one unit down. And now we can take our artillery over here, or our cavalry over here, and swing them out of range, at least 3 tiles away. Yeah, we're going to go for a complete envelopment over here. Next turn we might be able to do a complete envelopment. In the meantime, we'll rest these infantry as best as we can. He's already kind of broken 2 of our units here, but See, when we get this northern area here under control, and we eliminate these units, they'll all swing down. Because this force is just going to kind of be a holding action. And these 5 artillery, my plan is to bring them up on this, one of these 2 roads, probably this road right here, and start attacking their position here. We're being very aggressive on this battle here. Very aggressive. But this artillery, they're just taking a long time to get into position. Next turn. Yeah, definitely Oregon Trail vibes for sure. We did have a beautiful midday stream yesterday. We played a little bit of Twisted Insurrection. We played a skirmish map as Globotech. I accidentally deleted that live. But it was a lot of fun, that game. Yeah, see, it's already turned 6 out of 19 on this battle, so this battle's over a lot quicker than we thought. This guy, he's already enveloped, so we might as well finish him off. Zoom in. He's actually all green across the board. So we'll finish this guy off. Oh yeah, he's toast. That's when it's really beautiful. When you focus all of your artillery on one unit. I didn't mean to do intern, dang it. Hold on. We'll have to reload. I totally made a mistake there. I meant to select that unit, and I did an accidental intern. We'll have to reload because I just lost a whole turn of movement there. That was not good. Yeah, once he breaks one of your units, he really likes to fire his artillery at your unit that's broken morale. Chase it off big time. I don't like to do that. I like to, once an enemy unit is on the run, I just let it run. Generally, I don't chase it down unless I know I can easily eliminate it. Let me load the intern there from the previous turn there. I had totally botched that. Actually, no, hold on. It might have been recent. We might have lost. We might have lost a turn. Recent intern is 6. Recent is 7. Yeah, we might have really lost a whole turn there, unfortunately. That's okay. It gave all of our units a chance to rest. Okay, so right here, we have both of these units enveloped. So we're going to finish them off quite easily. Well, that's alright. It gave our units a chance to rest. So soften them up with the artillery. And then take our boys here.
No, sir.
And just eliminate those 2 units. Nice. Ooh, nice defense. That guy defended very well there. So now we bring our cavalry around and get a nice envelopment in the back here. So up north here, we've really got this under control. Our artillery here, we're probably going to undeploy them next turn and have them come down this road. This guy's on the run, no big deal. Down here, we're going to bring this artillery up and have them deploy right up on this area here. We could actually go for an envelopment over here, to be honest. It'll be a little tricky, but let's just hold off on that idea for a moment. Everybody just rest.
At ease, man.
I need these guys to hold.
At ease, man. At ease.
I really need them to hold
At ease, man.
until our artillery gets into position. So we're kind of getting battered from his artillery fire.
At ease, man. At ease, man.
Luckily, these infantry are still in good shape. Alright, you capture that flag, and then we'll bring you back up. Perfect. Okay, end turn. And he's just going to be on the run. So we've eliminated a few of his units up north, but we're just kind of holding the south down here. All of his stuff is in the center right now. So he definitely has the advantage on this battle, but we're playing it pretty well for the moment. See, it's already turn 8 out of 19, so this isn't a big battle here, this Cross Keys. It's already almost halfway over. He's getting pretty aggressive down here. We might need to pull back slightly here. Which I think I'm going to pull slightly back here and get this artillery deployed. Alright, undo that. We won't get them deployed on the road, but we'll get them deployed right there. Pull this guy back a hair. Same with you. You rest. Where's that other cavalry guy? Get him up there. Ooh, it'd be nice to charge that artillery that's in marching formation, but we're going to have to pull this cavalry slightly back. Rest of these two. Alright, just take a break. Everybody here just hold what you got as best as you can. You pull back. You rest. Right, next turn we'll have some artillery ready to fire in the south. Up north here, we're about to get a nice envelopment. maneuver. That is not what I wanted. But that's okay. Alright, you pull up. Not bad, not bad.
No, sir.
Okay, this guy can't do nothing, so. This artillery. We're going to move them down the road here. Get them down here into position to fire. And checking the range. Yeah, all of them got 9 or 10 range. These two right here, they have 9. Everybody else has 10 range. So this cavalry here, that's a weak artillery back there. So we can probably get them over here ready to attack that artillery. Honestly, he's kind of exposed these 3 artillery back here. If we just went ahead and took this artillery and swung it all the way around, we could just use the cavalry just to take out his artillery. I keep saying the wrong word each time. Cavalry, artillery, cavalry, but either way. You know what I'm saying. Alright. We don't have enough turns to attack this position, but we got them covered. Okay, end turn. So yeah, we're getting rocked in the southern half of the engagement. But, we're doing very well up north. So that's kind of the sketchy thing about splitting your army. One side you might be doing good, but the other side you're just getting smoked. We're definitely in trouble at the bottom here. He's got several of our units on the run. But we do have our artillery ready to fire, so they might help stave off his ongoing march here. Okay, so down in the south here, he's got 3 units that are really high morale and they're pushing. So what we need to do right now is just take care of one at a time. So we probably should have deployed our artillery more down here, but you know, hindsight's 20/20. Alright, deploy that artillery, pull you back. You dig in. See if we can get these guys to charge. Not enough morale. We could actually get a bit of a
No, sir.
just keep holding.
At ease, man.
Up here though, I think we're gonna go for an envelopment up here. Go ahead and eliminate this artillery here. Nice. Perfect. Alright. That wasn't bad. Alright, swing this cavalry around. This cavalry, I'm thinking, go ahead, take that position, take that flag. Yeah, we're getting rocked down here, but... And it looks like he's moving most of his troops down that direction, too. I'm hoping this infantry here can hold it long enough for us to get our artillery deployed on this road here.
No, sir.
Alright, this guy, just finish him off. Boy, they got weak morale, don't they? That's what happens when you get bad morale. None of those units can attack.
No, sir.
He can attack, though. Nice. Nice. Alright, eliminated him. Perfect. Yeah, these infantry are really damaged right here. This guy, I'm really hoping this guy can hold for a moment. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to attack from this side on this artillery. And then all of these guys will attack from this side. We won't be able to envelop him, but we'll break that position. So right now, as far as functioning artillery, he has 1, 2, 3, 4 functioning artilleries. Another one back here, but it's not deployed. So we're kind of using our infantry as just cannon fodder at the moment. Quite literally. But we've taken the North Ridge up here. So we've just got to get these cannons deployed. And we've got to get them deployed on that road and start softening up these positions while our infantry up here rests. Down here is we're just trying to stave off. We've got this guy broken pretty much, but he's got a couple up here that have very high morale. 3 units right on our doorstep that have high morale condition. In turn. Yeah, we're doing beautiful in the midday stream today. This is so nice. I don't understand what was happening last night. That was so goofy. Hold, hold. Oh my goodness, he's getting stacked up north. He kind of flipped the script on us. Okay. 55th Ohio. They're not going to hold. They're going to break. Alright, deploy all these cannons here so that next turn they can start firing on the enemy. It's kind of hard to be aggressive on this game without a doubt because your troops need turns to rest before they can immediately get into the action. If that makes sense, because all these guys' morale is so broken up here. Okay, this guy, get rid of him. He just refuses to break. He's only got 1 unit left. Surely it would just completely eliminate it. Yeah, it'll just stay at 1 unit, so that one ain't coming back. Alright. This guy can't attack, but we can use him to capture flags. We're really using this scout unit here just to run around the map and capture all his flags, which actually, even if he ends up routing a lot of our forces, it might be it might be enough to win the battle. Alright, this guy just made a bit of a mistake. He kind of overexposed himself. And now we can pull our units here and kind of surround him, essentially. So we're going to soften him up a little bit with artillery here. Make him manageable. Okay, this guy is weak. He got damaged. Well, trying to soften him up. Alright, there we go. Alright. Nice. Okay, they're too beat up to do anything. Move you there. You pull back. Same with you. Pull back. Yeah. Alright. And you just dig in. Alright, rest that infantry. Nice, nice. Okay. We really could attack him right here. See if we can get a charge. Nice. He had just enough morale to charge. Okay. Now our cavalry here, we can really use them to perhaps envelop this unit down here. Get him out of the fight. While you just can rest. I kind of regret sending that scout up there to chase down flags, but if he doesn't deploy that artillery this next turn, he's in trouble. Because a couple of our cavalry units are in reach to attack him while he's still in transport mode. Oh, the 55th Ohio Regiment has got to hold. So we can get these artillery firing next turn. Come on, Ohio. In turn. This Cross Keys is kind of an interesting battle. And I normally don't play like that. I normally gather up all my forces together. But I really went for the split mode on this battle by splitting up a North Army group and a South Army group. Alright, the 55th Ohio held. No, it did not. It just broke. Oof. Alright, turn 11 out of 19. Come on, boys. I need to deploy his artillery. Alright, what's the weakest artillery here? Take that flag. You come down here. Alright, you rest. We've got enough units here to do envelopment maneuvers. You gotta have at least 6 to envelop a unit. So what we might do is try to envelop this exposed one down here first. The 55th Ohio just got rocked. Now we've got a lot of units in retreat right now. Alright, hit him in the face. Okay, good. Our artillery can focus fire on this guy. You can't fire, you're not healed up enough. Alright, 29th New York. Dig in. All of you just dig in, rest for a minute. Alright, this cavalry here, I'm trying to get this unit enveloped. He keeps running away, though. But I think we'll be able to kill him off next turn. Let's see here. What do we got? Okay, rest you. You dig in. You come here and then start digging in. Yeah, it's real sketchy when you rest in the riverbed because it's not advised. You get a big negative morale boost. See, terrain morale boost in the riverbed is -1. If you're on a ridge here, it'll give you 2. Sometimes. I think those are just unique to this battle. So the reports will tell you what's going on with the terrain. Alright, that's all we can do in the south. So many of our units are just in retreat. Our infantry just got rocked, being as aggressive as we were. Okay, we've got to do something to hold this guy off. He's really got us in trouble up here. So that artillery, we might need to get them out of there. Just have all this infantry here dig in and try to recuperate some of their capabilities. Our artillery that's still good here, we need to see who we need to take out. We need to start firing on whoever is good condition. So we might start working on this guy here. Give our infantry up here a chance to recover a little bit. Yeah, his morale is sky high right now. Just because he got a few of our units on the run. Even though we're doing much better by capturing the flags and we're actually eliminating his units as opposed to him just sending some of ours on the run. We're honestly doing very well in this battle because we're meant to lose miserably as far as the dialogue is concerned. Alright, in turn. I almost can't watch how brutal he is going to be attacking us. And why can I not reach my... Why I put that thing so far away? Stretch! Stretch to reach the beverage. Oh yeah, we definitely got some brewskis for this evening too. We're gonna be 3 sheets to the wind playing Dark Souls 3 for the first time. My goodness, I'm slurring like crazy already. Alright, turn 12 out of 19. Oh, he got one of our artilleries on a run. Yeah, we were a bit too aggressive and we're getting punished severely for that. Yeah, this artillery here is just way too good condition. I know. Man, all these units right here are just stacked.
At ease, man. At ease, man.
We thought we were winning in the north, and now we're losing. Because our morale is just so low. Having multiple units in retreat is making it very difficult on us right now. But we're still going to go with the same maneuver. We're going to try and stave off a complete rout up north. Alright, where did that unit go? Okay, we need to envelop him. Alright, yeah, eliminate this guy. Whoa! He actually held. He won't be able to move though, he'll be stuck. Can any of these guys rally? That is the issue. Alright, artillery. These guys are good. All 5 focus fire on that unit while he attacks. So we're going to get this guy under control. Still too weak, man. They took 1 hit. That artillery unit right here took 1 charge from the enemy, and it just hasn't recovered since. Perfect. Now,
at ease, man. At ease, man.
Now you can charge. You don't have enough morale. Perfect. Alright, we've got that unit in retreat. You just hold your ground. You dig in. The 3rd West Virginia. And you come up here. We should be able to eliminate this guy next turn. He's got no supply, so... The problem is this infantry here, I don't think he'll be able to get down here to envelop because he's so damaged. Man, he flipped the script. I really thought he was going to come down this way with all his infantry in the center there, and he real quickly just turned it up north. It's like the computer knew we had a low morale to the north. He's going to be rocking us now up north. And we were winning too. Funny how the battle just is like back and forth. We're winning up top, losing down low. Then we start losing up top and winning down low. Such a back and forth battle. But it is turn 13 out of 19, so if he does end up completely routing most of our army, it's not going to last forever. It would only last like 6 turns, which is nothing. If you're in route, you're in route. You're not doing anything each turn. Alright, this artillery, just get him out of there. Come on, 13th Pennsylvania. Just hold it together for a minute. Just rest, rest, rest. Perfect, we got an envelopment on that artillery down here. Nice. Can we recover any of our retreating forces? Even though they won't recover in time to fight, but if you can at least get them to rally, it'll kind of help your cause a little bit overall. Because overall, when you start losing morale and everybody starts running away, it just drags everybody's morale down. Okay. Who can attack up here? All 4 of the cavalry should be able to attack. So let's attack with our weakest one, moving up to our strongest here. So you attack here. You charge from behind. Perfect. You attack from up here. And you charge from behind. Perfect. Nice. Okay, all these guys are pretty much done for. They have to rest before they can do anything. They've exhausted themselves by eliminating a couple of artilleries up here. So he's only got 4 artillery. 4 artillery. But he has just put all of his infantry up north, and that is where we are weakest right now. So we are in trouble up north, my friends. Can't rally. You're getting close to being able to rally. Alright, let's eliminate this guy. Who's the weakest one? Probably you. Perfect, they surrendered. Okay. Yeah. And our cavalry, we should let them rest. It's not all doom and gloom unless it's up north. Our northern front is just completely broken now. And see, the south, we're killing them down here because he flipped the script. He abandoned all of his positions down here. So up here, it's easy for us. He's got nothing. So let's just start blasting his infantry here. Nice. I keep forgetting to zoom back in. It's easy for me to see when it's zoomed out, but okay, nobody here has high morale, but this guy's pretty good condition. He's actually got, you don't need to charge, just regular attack. Nice. Same with you, regular attack. Perfect. On the run. Broken. Alright, move this guy up closer to the artillery. Perfect. Yeah, we did really well down here, but it's only because he abandoned there and he moved all his units up top here. There's a lot of flags up here too. Not too many. We definitely have the greater amount of victory points, without a doubt. Oh, there's another flag there. Oh, if you capture the town, it's 50. And there's one down here. My goodness, okay. We need to capture this Rodefer house and the Union Church in Cross Keys. So this scout is going to need to go on the move. Capture those 2 flags. Oh, I'm almost scared to intern because it's going to be so bloody up north. Intern. Just take your punishment. You push yourself too hard. I feel like we did good. We just moved up a little bit too quick. The thing that had me wanting to move up so fast, though, was the fact that we only have 19 turns on this battle. Oh yeah, he's just wrecking us. At least we only have to watch Carnage for like 5 more turns. Up north. All these units in retreat, that's so funny. But even though we've got so many in retreat, I'm pretty sure we're gonna win the overall score on this battle. Because some of these guys are getting real close to rallying. Yeah, see? A lot of these guys are getting very close to rallying. Which you have to spend morale points to rally them. But I'm pretty sure if you do actually rally them, that it boosts your overall morale over time.
At ease, man. At ease, man.
Nice. Alright, you move up. We're working on getting these guys encircled. Everybody over here just needs to rest. That's all there is to it over here. And I'm pretty sure this cavalry here can at least hold this flag. It does have infantry coming up. Whatever happened to the 55th Ohio? Where'd they go? Where did they go? They might have been completely eliminated, the 55th. Oh, they're all the way down here. They were up here, but they just ended up running away for their lives. The poor 55th Ohio. Okay. Yeah, you can rally. So we spent a lot of morale points, but you come up here. Such good condition. These units are just so healthy down here. It's frustrating. Alright, just trying to cover as best we can. We're probably going to lose this position, but we'll have at least one artillery still left up here. He did really well. Okay. Down south here. Go ahead and attack that artillery a little bit, weaken it up. All of our artillery here. This will be their last attack, and then we're going to undeploy them and start rolling them up north in order to help cover. Yeah, so next turn we'll undeploy all these artillery and we'll roll them up here towards the Kemper house and start firing on all his infantry up here. In the north, all we gotta do is just at least attempt to hold onto the flags. But his infantry is in such good condition that I really don't see that happening. He has 4 that are still green across the board, pretty much. But we probably can get this artillery down here up towards this position here to at least hold this area, this Kemper house area. I've got a feeling we're going to completely lose this entire northern section here. This is absolutely in a total rout. Alright, our scout. Okay, that's pretty much everybody that can move this turn. End turn. Man, Battle of Cross Keys. A lot of these early battles playing as the Union is just tough. Tough playing as the Union in these early battles. And it makes sense, you know, it kind of goes hand in hand with the actual Civil War itself. So I think the South did really good in the first half of the war. And then the tables kind of turned and they started losing. Alright, turn 15 out of 19. I can't believe it's taken the majority of the midday stream just to do this small 19-turn battle. Well, like I said, the turns were small, but the actual battle itself, it was kind of a large battle, to be honest. Okay, some of our units are really starting to rally now.
At ease, man.
So they're kind of getting back into position. Alright, you need to deploy. Oh, my goodness. Who is the most healthy here? Shoot him. There's nothing you can do. Alright, you just rest.
At ease, man.
And he's starting to come after our cavalry over here. I'm hoping we can hold. Actually, undo. Bring them down here. Rest them. We'll resupply them next turn. Yeah, we're in a total rout up north. But we've done absolutely beautiful everywhere else. How quickly it changed. Because we were quick to come take this position up here. But we should have just come up here and rested and held the ridge up here. But instead we made the mistake of pushing down, and he counterattacked us, and now he's really got us on the run, and we're going to lose the ridge too. So our mistake is his gain. But he did abandon the southern part of the battlefield by doing that, and we ended up turning the tables down here. Because we were losing bad down here at the beginning. And now this is our strong point. We've got troops that are rallying down here. Okay, these two units are weak. So this is where we pull the cavalry up to start trying to encircle these units. We actually have encircled a lot more units than I thought we would on this battle. Alright, all the artillery on deploy.
No, sir.
We've got to start moving them up.
No, sir.
We've got to get them somewhere over here. At least along this road. If we can get them deployed right here, they can start targeting all these units in the center. And we can at least hold west of Kemper House. Alright, all of you, just take a breather until we get this artillery encircled. He has 3 healthy artillery. 4 healthy artillery, but 3 of them are deployed. This one, it probably will be eliminated next turn. Depending on where he moves his units, I might get my cavalry back there to encircle him. And this scout, we're going to capture Rodeffer House for how many? For some victory points down there. We really won the flag game, though. The fact that he had no cavalry, that was our advantage here, was having cavalry really saved the day on us getting more victory points than him. So this is going to be very interesting to see what the scorecard is at the end. I feel like overall we've won this battle, but I'm interested to see how it'll play. He's had good survivability though. So, in turn, let's see what he's going to do. Yeah, the computer's not that good with their artillery because they scatter their fire as opposed to how we do it. We concentrate all of our artillery fire on a unit until it's broken, and then we move on to the next unit. Alright, let's zoom out here. Yeah, we can try to rally you. No, I just don't want to have any unit leave the field, because then it will really be... Artillery get their composure back pretty quick though, so that's kind of a fortunate thing. Alright, you just rest. Alright, up north here. Oh, both of you are just total chaos retreat. Alright, you dig in. You dig in. Even though you're going to keep getting broken because of your low morale.
At ease, man.
So you're not broken yet. And neither are you. Blast him in the face. It's not over up here yet. I mean, it is, but it isn't. Down here, it's getting terrible. Our center down here. Our cavalry is making a last-ditch effort here to hold. He did take the flag back, though. That's not good. So capture the Rodeffer house. I wonder if there's any victory points to the west of us. No, so we have all of the positions. We have all of the flags to the south. So we're going to move him back up north. Maybe we'll steal that flag from underneath his nose. Okay, you just rest. They don't have enough turns to get back in the action, but at least we can rest them. Alright, right here, we're going to eliminate this artillery. Get out of there. Goodbye. Nice. Okay. Start marching towards his position up here. Looks like we're going to have to hold right here. He's starting to bring some infantry up. Get him out of there. So our cavalry here. We could have our cavalry. It's kind of weak here. Nah, I don't want to risk it. Come down here and work on maybe enveloping these artillery down here. That would be more effective. You move up here. So I'm hoping we can bring our artillery right here along the road, and we'll deploy them next turn. Next turn we'll deploy them, and the following turn after that they can start firing, hopefully breaking this guy up here. Man, he did so well. The computer did so well on this battle. But yeah, we did rock the south down here. But we got completely smoked up north. And he is holding the center, which is unfortunate. I would have liked to win the southern part of the battle and the center at least 2 out of 3. But it's pretty decisive. Okay. Anybody we can attempt to rally? I don't think so. This scout, we're going to try to see if he can get up and capture this flag before the end of the battle. So, end turn. Not bad, not bad. Not a complete loss here. Man, he's you know, and the Confederacy had this distinct advantage on this battle too. It told you that at the beginning. You know, they had the high ground. They had time to rest and gain their composure before we even got into position. All right, this artillery, we can bring them up. These guys, see if we can march them up. Well, not you. Alright, you, deploy battle formation. Come over here. You. Now you're complete. These guys are holding strong. Yes. I told you don't count this. I told you don't count our, that group up. Shout out to the 41st New York and the 75th Ohio. They have held. Their organization is green, their health is full, their morale is slightly down. The 73rd Ohio is holding too. Barely. They're barely holding on. They're pretty damaged. Oh, these poor sods are just... 82nd Ohio is just en route. They're battered, but we had to use them to attack. Okay. Up here, we are in... our cavalry is really losing cohesion up here in the center. We're losing that position. Bring the scout up. We want to try and get that flag right there, hopefully. I don't think we have enough turns to do it, because the battle's almost over, my friends. Your misery is almost over. If we do end up playing Dark Souls 3 this evening, you know, I might just play this game, continue playing it on our, you know, early morning streams over the weekend. And we're not going to be coming back to it too much. It'll just be kind of here and there we come back to it. Because we're really going to be focusing on Dark Souls 3. I really hope that we get it to work on our PC. Okay. All artillery deploy. So that next turn you can start firing. Alright, cavalry. I had to rest that cavalry, but this other cavalry here, I want to swing it around. Bring that infantry up here. I don't like the fact that that infantry is there. Alright, you dig in. Next turn, our artillery down here will be able to start firing.
At ease, man.
In the center here, we're just going to need to rest as best we can. Cavalry, as soon as it gets into the yellow on the morale, they just start retreating. They have to be full condition to do any kind of functioning on the battlefield, which is an unfortunate thing. Cavalry is so effective, but you only can use it so much. Alright, this guy's really about to be in retreat. Alright, in turn. Put me out of my misery. But we did really good on this Battle of Cross Keys. A lot better than I thought we would. Especially once I split my forces up, I was thinking, oh no, I just made a grave error. I should have kept the entire army in one mass and keep the cohesion instead of having multiple fronts going on. Alright, second to last turn here. Where is turn 18 out of 19? Uh-oh, we got a brigade. Brigade has fled to the supply train. If we don't get control of them, they'll run all the way out of the battlefield. No, we don't want that to happen. So this, where was that unit? He was up here. Yeah, you can tell by the beginning of the mission, if you look at the mini-map, if we had more time, we could completely eliminate all of his units because he hasn't been destroying any of our units. He's only been putting them in retreat, if that makes sense. We have actually been destroying his units, completely surrounding them and eliminating them. So it was just a matter of time thing. We ran out of time to be able to do what we needed to do. This unit, I think we can get control of them. Yeah, they're good enough morale. Okay, so they're not going to retreat. Alright, bring these boys up. Just... that cannon can actually fire on the last turn. Alright, we only have one turn after this. Alright, 75th Ohio. You have got to hold. Same goes with the 41st New York. I've got a feeling this unit right here is going to come over here and capture that flag. Fire. You'll be able to attack next turn, I think. Both of those units are in retreat. As he is. You know what we can do here? We can actually capture those flags. He's kind of... that's where the computer makes a mistake. It tends to chase down your units that are damaged real bad. And he'll just keep chasing them and chasing them. And he messes up his cohesion by doing that. Alright, I doubt we're going to be able to destroy these enemies here. Possibly. We can get them surrounded, I think. We could probably get them surrounded next turn. But I doubt we could get them destroyed. Because they're too good of condition. Pull you up here. You won't do any good, but hey.
No, sir.
At least you're acting like you're doing something. Okay, pull you down here. Defend that artillery. That cavalry will rest. That infantry rest. Alright, what does he have here? We can hold this. This is not a problem. Bring these guys' condition down. I might have to use our artillery next turn to fire on his artillery. Nice. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. This is going to be the computer turn's last turn coming up. So whatever he's going to do, he better do it. Man, if these guys hold right here, I'll be shocked. He's broken that cavalry. Probably not going to get an encirclement down there. Alright, last turn. On the Battle of Cross Keys. Alright, let me get an overall picture here. We still can get an encirclement. Yes. Maybe. Yes, we can. Okay. So we might be able to eliminate these two artillery completely. Go ahead and attack him. Now his two artillery here really saved the day for him. You defend. You come over here. Alright, let's check up north here. They can't do anything. Wow, shout out to the 41st New York Regiment and the 75th Ohio and the 73rd Ohio. I cannot believe they held this ridge. A miracle, although two of his units here are full strength. But that doesn't matter. We held. Alright, this artillery. Nice. Nice. We got another infantry here that can actually hold it. He can't come this way. It doesn't much matter because this is the last turn. We definitely won the flag battle, without a doubt. We captured all the key points on the battlefield. So I think it might be an astounding victory. Alright, over here, our main objective over here is just to eliminate these two artillery. I think that's all we're going to be able to do on this last turn here. So these infantry here, this poor guy is surrounded. So just have them rest. You could actually attack that way. Or over here. Regular attack. Only 3 of the artillery are able to fire. I know we can get rid of this one, so all 3 artillery fire on him. Well, you can't fire? 2 of them. Alright. Both of these infantry and this cavalry can attack. Nice, we got rid of him. Over here we got... I don't think these infantry can even attack. They can. Yeah, he really held right there pretty good. Well, let's see what the final score is. I feel like we won. But we'll see. I feel like we won the Battle of Cross Keys playing as the Union. We definitely shouldn't have split our army up like that, but I mean, honestly, we eliminated like 30% of his units. Completely eliminated it. A draw. A draw. He got more victory points. But we got more victory points from hexes. Okay, that's interesting. So it really, that battle right there proves that you're going to win more if you don't focus so much on the flags and just focus on destroying his army. But considering how we did very well. We got almost 2,000 of his troops surrendered, and we killed about 740. Well, we killed 230 and wounded 500. We lost 360 men, and 760 got wounded. He captured 14,000 supply and 42,000 weapon cost, but we captured 51,000 weapon cost. The reason that number's so high is because we completely surrounded units and eliminated them. So, in the long run, we did good on that battle. It was good for our campaign. So we'll go ahead and upgrade our stuff here. Okay, artillery. We want to upgrade to the maximum range that we can. We've got 2 units here. Ooh, that's cost too much. Okay. Cavalry here. Some of these cavalry got pretty crappy weapons here. My goodness, that's expensive. Okay, maybe we can upgrade some of our muskets. I want to get at least everybody up to this 4586 weapon. As long as we're there, it really doesn't much matter after that. So we can upgrade him. We can upgrade both of those guys. So we'll upgrade those 2 units to the 54 caliber Lorenz rifle musket. Done. Battle of Port Republic, alternate version 3. Union artillery should be able to hold the rebels at bay while the main body retires to higher ground and better defensive positions. Rebels should launch an immediate attack on the Union artillery in hopes of defeating it. At that time, the rebels should be able to catch the rest of the Union Army before they reached the hills. The Battle of Port Republic followed close on the heels of Cross Keys, which is what we just did. This final decisive triumph of Stonewall Jackson's Valley campaign was won by Jackson's signature tactics of surprise, swift marching, and concentration of force. It was a fierce contest between two highly determined foes and the bloodiest battle of the campaign. In 2 months, Jackson's Army of the Valley, which never exceeded 17,000 men, inflicted over 7,000 casualties on the U.S. Army at a cost of only 2,500 of his own men, and tied up Union forces 3 times its size. So this is the final battle of the Valley Campaign. So it's gathering up the data here. Okay, I remember this map. A large map, but all the fighting's happening in one spot. So there's 25 turns on this battle. So our Union position is right here. And he is well entrenched on this side of these rivers here. He does have some units south here in the woods, but they're not a real threat to us right now. And we are kind of spread out up here. Our artillery is in good position though to fire downrange. What I'm thinking is we're going to need to really get our infantry kind of set up. We'll keep this artillery here and this here, and that'll be our front. And our infantry will kind of put right here in a kind of a crescent. This artillery needs to pull back. So that should be the only artillery we'll have to move during this battle. And for the moment, we're probably just going to have to do an artillery duel to knock his artillery out of the game. His artillery is not the best. Our artillery is significantly, well, not significantly, it's about on par. Our best artillery is the one we have to move, unfortunately. Do we get any reinforcements on this battle? No. I figured not. So when we come back to play this game again, we will be playing the Battle of Port Republic. Going to be a very interesting battle here. Very interesting indeed. I appreciate everybody coming in on the live stream today. We had a lot of fun playing Civil War Generals too. Join us this evening. We will most likely be playing Dark Souls 3 for the first time ever. It's going to be a lot of fun. Really looking forward to that. I've been looking forward to that game for several years now. We have been patiently waiting to play that game. I'm really hoping that it works on our PC. We will see. It's going to be a thing of beauty, my friends. I appreciate all the likes. We just hit 70 subscriptions. I've got high hopes that doing our Dark Souls stream in the next 2 weeks, we're going to get that 70 up to 100. That would be beautiful. Shout out to Imperfection Zero, always supporting my channel, coming in saying what's up. And we will see everybody this evening for our beautiful blind playthrough start of Dark Souls 3. Until then, peace.